animals that are brought here.
But the thing is this: mostly in our local way, any like progressive home should have.
Guys, people in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, UK. Oh, I've mentioned UK, Uganda, and any other part of the world, guys. Welcome and welcome good. This is the Pioneer YouTube channel. Guys, as you've seen from the beginning, we are talking about the boss himself, Marwa, and Gabby Vest and her man, the Bushman Dude. Guys, as the title suggests, the power of what? Effective community, collaborative community sustainable solutions. And this can only be brought to light by who? Marwa, the dude out of Africa, the dude out of Nyabohanse, the dude out of Kenya, the dude out of East Africa, the dude out of this world that is exceedingly and marvelously transforming, doing the unthinkable, single-handedly, he has laid the foundation, he's still laying the foundation, and he's still making it possible for people to, become the very best versions of themselves by inspiring them to take what? Actions that are what? Are sustainable, actions that are what? Time bound, actions that are what? Realistic, actions that are what? Solid, concrete, geared towards what? Realizing one's dream, aspirations, and goal in life. Guys, marvelous. You see, in a world where relationship has become, the cornerstone of everything, we have to realize that this life, we cannot forge ahead, we cannot move ahead without being what? Our brother's keepers, without being what? Looking out for one another. Guys, absolutely, and that is just the big deal, that Marwa is his, kindness, humbleness, and everything in between. He has succeeded, as I've said, in giving this community the very best, and you can see the community is springing up really fast. The community is evolving. The community is developing into a startup, or a signature of all eyes, where the world attention is on that community, largely due to who? Marwa. Yeah, Nyabohanse has become the signature of all eyes. People are watching Nyabohanse. People are visiting. Guys, this content was informed by the video Marwa uploaded on the 13th of August, which was what? Like 2 days ago, being Tuesday, 13th of August 2024. That informed the basis of this content, because I myself, I just finished watching the content because I've been having challenge with network. After fixing the phone, the network has been very, acting. Yes, guys, you can see in that content, Marwa really what? Brought us to the past things that is tenable. And a guy visited from Canada, even though we could not, Marwa could not tell us his name, or maybe probably I must have missed the name, but I believe Marwa did not tell us the name. The guy visited from where? Canada, and he's right there in what? Villa Medellin, and in the village. Marwa taught him round, right from his, compound, which is Villa Medellin. They now walked down to Mayugno's place, where Mayugno was absent. They met Mayugno's wife, and they were told Mayugno has traveled to the Shirari, to the border. So, and Marwa told us that whenever you are at the border, the other side of Tanzania, the network could not go through, because it is two different countries. And if you are part of the Kenya, the network will come through. From there, they now took us to where? Gabby Vest's house with her man, the dude Bushman. Guys, before we dive deeper, I really want to sincerely thank Gabby Vest for understanding. She tried playing some games, some mind games before, but she has realized that you cannot, toy with Marwa. Marwa is specially assigned by God Almighty to undertake what he's doing in in Nyabohanse. They had some little misunderstanding and altercation somewhere last year. Luckily, the woman, she has understood, she has, realized that it is good to live peacefully with one another, to live peacefully with neighbors, and her coming to the village, it was what? Because of Marwa. Without Marwa, she wouldn't have known there is what? Nyabohanse. Without Marwa, she wouldn't have known there is what? A guy called the Bushman Dude. But you see, Marwa, that is why I said Marwa is the most influential. I know why when I call Marwa the most influential, he may not be in terms of numbers, but in terms of what? Impact. Marwa is the most influential African YouTuber. Yes, because he inspires both the young and old. He brings people out of their comfort zone to visit Africa. And Marwa is not telling them to come and settle in Africa. They are coming on their own accord. And if they felt like staying back, they're staying. Just like Gabby Vest, whom she has luckily found a partner. And they're trying to figure out life, build up life. Guys, and that gives me, that takes me to this very point I want to mention. Because in this life, we shouldn't give up. Sometimes, the best lifestyle we so cherish, the best things we so want or we dreamt of, it is on the other side of divide. So it is good to take what? Leap of faith. It is good to always take leap of faith. Gabby Vest has left Ireland. And we're talking about Ireland, guys. I love the country also. I love Ireland. Our people from Ireland, respect our followers and viewers from Ireland. Thank you. I love your country. I'm in love with Irish culture, Irish everything. Honestly. Gabby Vest left Ireland. She migrated into Kenya and settled in Nairobi. I said Nairobi, Nyabohanse. Guys, don't mind me. So that tells you I'm human. I'm not a robot. So I'm about to make mistake. You understand? Because robot is being prompted with instructions. But as a human being, your predictability matters. So that is just a big deal. You can see today, Gabby Vest has visited. She has found a real partner. They are building life. And when Marwa visited, we heard or we watched the heartfelt conversation they had. Very resonating, relatable, compelling, inspiring. Guess those what? Daring to live the best versions of oneself, daring to live the dreams that one has harbored for so long. And that is just a big deal you can see in that place. That is why the title of this content is informed by that very video Marwa published. In that content, you can see Marwa giving them an insight. Because of what? Marwa has succeeded in building Villa Medellin. He has accrued wealth of experiences over time. So he offered them solid, when it comes to project management, skills, knowledge, experiences on how to initiate and sustain projects. You can see the power of effective collaborative community solutions. Guess those constructive community engagement, and that is just it. It takes Marwa, someone genuinely that he loves people without no string attached. He loves you and he loves you genuinely. He wants to help you, except you want to play a fast one on Marwa. Marwa will despise you. Marwa will push you away from his side. But if you are good, even if you had misunderstanding with Marwa, you swallow your pride, go back to him, let him know. Marwa will still take you back. He has done it, we've seen it. And he's still doing it. As I've told us, they've had altercations with Gabby Vest, but they've settled. Today, you can see what is just it. What they're doing, and you can imagine the impact. So imagine Nyabohanse trying to figure out Nyabohanse in the next 5 to 10 years. And I've said in our yesterday's content, guys, as a Nigerian, I can see opportunities in Nyabohanse. But my fellow youth in Nyabohanse are not seeing it. They busy want donations, sponsors to send them money. I wish I'm in Kenya. The community has ample opportunity to scale up some economically. The opportunities are there, they are abound because the community is developing. Just like I've said in yesterday's content. If you've not watched my yesterday's content because it's lacking in views, go back and watch. You see where I advised and I gave out, free consultancy to the youth in Nyabohanse. I told them you can start up what? Cement block industry in Nyabohanse because building is what is taking shape right now in Nyabohanse. And collaboratively, Marwa is what championing it. Marwa is what bridging in the gap. Marwa is what giving people the leverage to stand upon and springboard. It takes only someone like him genuinely to have knowledge or possess knowledge, you are willing to share it with everybody, even to the point that you are being what hated, yet you've never retracted, you've never thought it, twice to, step down. He's busy, championing for the common, good of all, giving all an opportunity. You can even hear the man was telling the Canadian man that Passy is building over there, and Passy's house is one of the biggest also in the village. He said one of these days he's going to what? Take some bags of cement to her. It can only be Marwa, guys. And that is what the effective power of collaboration. We rise by uplifting other. You don't just become the one-eye king in a village. No. And Marwa is not trying to be like that. He has never been that and he can never be that. But sometimes when you see people are bringing on toxicity, when you see people are trying to be too narcissistic, it's good to what? Set boundaries, which we've advised him. He has set the boundaries and he's trying to protect his sanity, the sanity of his partner or his wife, as he loves to call her, the sanity of everybody within him, and the, privacy, everything that has to do with him. So we applaud his boldness to set up the boundaries, which we've advised here previously. We've advised him to do that. But you can see, despite setting the boundaries, this guy in his large-hearted, kind-heartedness, he has attempted to what? Break the rules. Because what? The desire to help people is in him. The desire to give people platform to elevate is in Marwa. The desire to see people rise and become something greater is in Marwa. That's just, and it is something exceedingly and marvelously beautiful. It is something that I find genuinely good. That is what I want each and every youth on the African continent to model, to positively envy. The kind of attribute Marwa possesses. That is what we want. We want people that they can inspire us to take what? Informed decisions. Decisions that are geared towards what? Changing the better course of each and everybody. Yes, my fellow African youth, my fellow African young people, Marwa has done it and is doing it. So now the onus is on us to copy him. We shouldn't be copying people that they are not good. We shouldn't be copying people that we shouldn't be modeling our lives or trying to be like envy those that they are not even impacting. No. Guys, it is something marvelously exceeding. And it can only be Marwa. So the power of what? Effective collaboration gives those sustainable community solutions. And I've like said, when they left Gabby Vest, this thing, they walked down to it Nasto. And you can see Nasto's compound is bad. It has been long I watched Nasto's video. I never knew that the compound has been transformed massively the way it is. But thank Boss Marwa. Boss Marwa brought to my notice and to my knowledge the massive transformation that has taken place in Nasto's compound. You can see, and indeed, Marwa call it what? Like the compound looks like an America. That is a visionary leader. It takes a vision by one person to change community. It's not by what? Bandwagon of excellence. It is not by what? bringing on toxicity. It's not by bringing on negativity, but it's being what a leader with a different mindset to see the vision and attempt to create it. And Marwa has created it. You can see Nastor's compounds. From Nastor's compounds, they now walk to where? Marwa's family compound. Guys, if you don't know where they met Marwa's mom and his younger sister Dimwango, and I think his niece, the other fine young lady, which Marwa said, she has grown. Oh, it was it Dimwango. Dimwango said she has grown. They are grown. Yeah, fantastic. You can see, guys, that's the compound that Marwa has first initially built for the family. He built for the family. And he settled them. He said, Mom, Dad, this is coming from me, your son. And this is my own way. I know I cannot repay you what you've done for me in this life, but this is my own way of saying thank you for bringing me to this life. Thank you for making me to take ownership of my own spot and position on this planet. And that is just exceedingly what has happened. Let me come back, guys. So, guys, you can see he built the house, he handed over to the family, and today he went on and built his own villa Medellin. From there, you can see what is happening in the village. The village has caught the fever of Marwa's effects, and everywhere is springing up with structures. So any young person in Nyabohanse that is gifted and business inclined can start up a block industry. Modern blocks in Nyabohanse. As I've said in yesterday's content, you start, it's not going to be easy. The first 6 to 1 year, probably maybe getting to 2 years. But don't forget, keep the block does not spoil. Just ensure that you enough water. Maybe before you start, you need to sink what? A borehole. Bring in the machine, you sink a borehole, you get overhead tanks. Enough. More blocks, put them. Because the community is coming. You can see the eye of the global world is on the village. Many people will be coming to invest, to buy land, to build the place. Because that place is strategically located by the border of what? Kenya and Tanzania. So it is something very important and it's something very good for investment. It will become a best investment hub. And this is largely due to who? Marwa. And that is why it's good to collaborate effectively, to, come together as one, not always, bringing on toxicity and the bad things. And that is just the big deal, guys. On today's episode, we talked about what? The effective power of community, collaborative community solutions. And that is what Marwa has provided in Nyabohanse. Gladly, we thank God Almighty because you can see it has come to pass. Wonderful people around the world, people everywhere. We thank you if you're a first timer. Thank you for your time. Thank you for stopping by. To our returning viewers and subscribers, we love you. You guys are the very best. See us again in our next content. I love you. This is the Pioneer YouTube channel, and I'm _priceless coming to live and direct from Abuja. Bye bye. Catch you next.